What's up, guys? So we're back at it again. We're here in the Gymbrex podcast. I'm today here with my co-host Thomas,
What's up, guys? How are you?
and today we are going to be collabing with.
Wait. Before starting with this, I know that I don't talk very much in the podcast. Like, I'm the one that talks the least out of the three. But I did all the editing, so like it balances out that way. And it really takes like a long time to edit, especially with my edits because I'm like a bit perfectionist with things. So yeah, that's everything I was gonna say. Now let's get back to the podcast.
Drive. Drive is a
Drive.
friend of ours that is going to be giving us an external point of view of the topic of today. Introduce yourself, Drive.
Pacheco's
Yeah.
feedback.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be giving an external point of view because I don't know much about all of this, but I am like a normal person. So I'm gonna be giving like a normal person look at the theme.
Let's
Yeah.
get it,
So
boys. Shout out to Drive.
today,
He's a big
yes.
one. He's based.
I'm based.
So the topic of today is supplements. So
Supplements, boys.
we're gonna be diving into supplements, especially fitness supplements, not like the typical supplements you find at your local pharmacy. And yeah, so let's get into it, right?
Let's get into
Right,
it.
boys.
So
Before starting, boys, you can see I'm super uncomfortable here. Like, none of my devices are working, so I'm by my phone.
yeah, Tomas is actually like we're in this virtual modality because
Yeah,
Thomas is in La Paz. He traveled
LA,
yesterday.
LP.
LA LP, and yeah, so we're changing our modality. Before we were in together in the same room. Now we are.
How do you feel like with this modality?
I think the quality of our work is a lot better in when we're
When we
together,
get
like
together?
in the same place. Yeah, I think it's a lot better because it's more fluid. I think it's more fluid,
Yeah,
but
of
I
course.
don't know.
Yeah,
Like
also here the
I
internet
think
can
that
be an issue, like with lag and all of that.
yeah, internet is a great factor. Like my internet. I don't know why we pay a lot for my internet at my house, and I don't know why it sometimes just stops working. But
Yeah,
the
right.
nice thing of virtual is like we can have cameras and we can have all three of us on their frame and comfortable in their place. Like it's not like in real life where you have to fit in everyone in the same table.
Right.
So, getting to the topic, so supplements. What I wanted to start with the simple question of what are supplements. So,
No, before Jim, bro,
the
are you
yes,
sipping some supplements right now?
of
As
course,
always,
dude.
dude. There
What
you
dude?
go. Look,
I'm actually going to hit the gym after
I'm
this.
I'm
So
sipping water right now. Sorry, guys.
I'm actually going to hit the gym after
Being
this.
a
So
beta right now.
getting the carbs in, getting the protein in before hitting chest today. So
That's how I like it, dude.
so
And how
um
about you, Drive?
Like I know liquids that I have near are like
Sipping some coffee, some Monster,
yeah, some G Fuel.
no,
some Red Bull.
I was drinking like this that I stole from the bake so yesterday and well that was it.
Bang Energy.
It's
Bang, no, Bang is
like
trash. No, I actually wanted to get into Bang like later on the
Yeah,
podcast. So
exactly.
let's get into it. Let's get scientific. So what are supplements? Where the definition Google gives you when you search for supplement is a dietary supplement is a manufactured product intended to supplement one's diet by taking a pill, capsule, tablet, powder, or liquid. A supplement can provide nutrients, either extracted from food sources, or that are synthetic in order to increase the quantity of their consumption. So this refers to like comparing creatine, and this is a good definition. But as I said at the beginning of the podcast, I didn't want to get into supplements like generic supplements, food supplements. I wanted to get into sports supplements, fitness supplements, supplements you would use for the gym. So I have another
Pre-workouts,
definition
dude.
here that I I like a little better. It's a lot simpler, but I like it. Sports supplements are pills, powders, or drinks used to build muscle, lose weight, or improve endurance. This is literally like the raw like the most raw definition you'll get in referring to supplements, fitness supplements. So you have, of course, you have pills. I have. I don't know if you remember, Thomas. I had my non-stim pre-workout.
Of
It came
course,
in
dude. Of
pills. I
course.
loved it because it's so much easier to take it,
To pump
and
iron.
transport it. Like, yeah, it's like this little container, and powders our pre-workout. Like I have here. Let me grab my BCA.
Yo,
Actually, I
shout out
have
to
here my
Roberto back there.
AA. Oh, you see him?
Did you
Yeah,
feed them
he's
today?
actually there. Yeah, of course, of course.
Hey, good one, dude.
He gets treated well here. So powders and drinks, like maybe well, I'm later gonna reach for my. I have those little sachets of
Yeah,
energy.
yeah,
I use them for cycling, and yeah. So build muscle. Supplements you would use to build muscle are obviously protein supplements, either whey or casein. Um, Lose weight, you would use those. Caffeine is used for losing weight, but when they refer to supplements for losing weight, they refer to like those ripped those supplements that accelerate your metabolism and prioritize fat burning over muscle burning and endurance. Well, that comes into the more stimulating supplements line. That would uh, the endurance supplements would be something that a maybe a person training for a marathon would be using, cycling, and yeah, so that would come into nitric oxide and
yeah.
other things.
And how do you felt when consuming that gym, bro?
Like how do
Did you
I
did you feel
feel
a big rush,
which,
or how was it like
which one? Which one?
with your pills
Oh, with my pills.
when cycling?
Well, talking about the pills, my pre-workout pills, I love them because most pre-workouts have also like caffeine, and I'm really scared of caffeine. Like I love it, but I have to take a lot
Yeah,
of.
we love love
I'm really
caffeine.
careful with my caffeine intake. So I wanted to
Yeah,
search for an alternative that would be a pre-workout without caffeine, and I found it. It was the Nanox 09, I think it was from Muscle Tech.
no, excuse me.
I love that brand, and
Interesting, bro.
it was this pre-workout that came in pills that had like loads of beta alanine, and well, this beta alanine is an ingredient that helps you with endurance. Like it makes fatigue. How would I put it in words? Like it would take longer to fatigue your muscles, and
Right.
and it also improves vascularity, and the pumps on that supplement are really good. So, Drive, what do you think about, like, until now? What do you think about what we're talking, like supplements?
I
Like,
mean,
Yeah, like, have you ever done something of this, Drive?
I think
have
that
you ever
well,
tried like a
I
supplement?
think that I never like tried a supplement. Wait, is is G Fuel a supplement?
G Fuel,
You,
yeah. But well, I actually tweeted about this the other day. I think G Fuel is
yo, shout
really
out to Gymbrex.
overpriced. The Gymbrex Twitter.
Go
Well,
follow us on Twitter, boys.
I think, yeah, go follow. Like we'll put the at on the
Yeah,
edition,
it's gonna
on the
be like
editing.
Very
in the
stick
side
comes.
or like here more or less.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
G Fuel. I actually I'm interested in G Fuel because I think their marketing is great. Like you have a lot of YouTubers and influencers
Yeah.
marketing this, advertising this supplement. I think G Fuel is great if it wasn't for its price. I think it's an overpriced multivitamin, and yeah, it has some ingredients that will boost your focus and whatnot, but I think you can get much better like bang for the buck for your money. Like I think you can get much better supplements for less, and G Fuel has become mainstream. So
Yes, like
I
it's
think
very hyped. Like I remember like 4 years ago, man. It's been a while. I used to see a Fortnite YouTuber that used to be sponsored by G Fuel.
oh Ninja
Ninja.
was it Ninja?
No, no, I think
Yeah,
it was a Ninja. It was I don't remember. I don't remember,
no,
bro. It's
Ninja
like
was sponsored
4 years
by
ago.
Red Bull.
Yeah,
Red
yeah.
Bull.
Red Bull was
He had
Ninja.
he had
Was another
his
one.
little fridge of Red Bull.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
The minibar.
that's another yeah, that's another thing we will get into. It's
Yeah.
the marketing of energy drinks and their dangers of like
I mean,
what can
like
happen.
I
So
didn't even know that G Fuel was like a supplement. I just like wanted to know how it tasted because like I saw it on PewDiePie videos and I was like curious to see how it tasted. So like
yeah,
that's
he has his flavor, right?
yeah, he has his own
Yeah.
flavor. There are actually now two,
And
I think,
drink
but
best
I don't know.
flavor,
I just wanted
dude.
to know how
Better
it
than any
tasted and
other.
like I bought it and well, it helped me like have like some all nighters like playing video games. So that might not have been healthy, but it did make me stay awake.
Right.
Look. I'm gonna share
Caffeine,
my
dude.
screen here. I have I have the table of contents of the PewDiePie flavor here, so let's check it out. Um, here, look. Can you see it?
Yes.
Was true.
Yeah. Okay. So here, look. Calories. You have 15 calories, so it's like you get you get more calories on anything. So fat, you have zero fat. Sugar is zero sugar. Well, that's good because not many people want sugar. And if you're gaming, like the typical gamer is like the stereotype of a gamer is like to be chubby or and yeah, he wouldn't like the typical gamer wouldn't want sugar. But vitamin C, I guess, is great. Like the doses you see here, like those are these are ingredients that I find in my pre workouts, but
Right. Vitamin
boosted,
C. B.
boost like look, vitamin I have on my mass gainer. I have all of these vitamins and in micronutrients that I could get for more, and I think these doses are really underdosed for the price and for what is advertised. And yeah,
Yeah,
does
but
this have caffeine?
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah. You see, even the caffeine is underdosed. Like, eh, I think like it's a good dose, but I think for you to feel the caffeine itch, I think it would be at least 150 milligrams for you to feel the caffeine itch.
yeah, but well, I think it's different because well, the supplements that you use are obviously to like do exercise, and GPU is mostly used to play video games all night. And I mean, you're not doing like a lot of physical movements while playing video games, so I think that it shouldn't be
Yeah,
as high. I don't know.
yeah, I guess so, but like when it comes to vitamins and whatnot, like it has to reach a certain dose so it to be effective. So I don't know. That's that. Like I would have to have. I'm not a chemist in order to like judge the dosing. Like that's why I watched Derek. I think
Yo,
he
shout
has
out to Eric. Derek.
I think
The
he has
big
a
one,
video
dude.
breaking down G Fuel. I don't remember quite as well, but I think it's I think it's really underdosed for what I've seen in the internet. So I wouldn't, I can't judge this, but I would actually think twice before buying G Fuel.
Right. Have you ever done G Fuel?
I,
Have you ever tried G Fuel, Jimbo?
I haven't. Have you done? I
Like
haven't. I haven't.
me
Have
either.
you
Like, I
tried
think I have
G-Fuel?
never seen in Bolivia or in
Yeah, in
anywhere.
Bolivia, I haven't seen anyone with G Fuel. Have you tried G
Yeah.
Fuel, Daniel?
Yes, I. Well, it was weird
Where?
trying to like bring G Fuel here because like it wasn't like so easy. I had to actually ship it to LA, and in LA with
Also,
uh
you ordered
Oh,
the
yeah,
USA,
yes, and from there I managed to like bring it to Bolivia, but it took like a long time, like 2 months more or less.
and how
yeah.
much G Fuel?
That's
Like a single can?
Yeah, it was like a little like tiny like thing like of this size more or less.
It was a single
that's
G
the thing
Fuel.
with. You should have brought more. Like
I
when
should
I
have.
Yeah,
I
like
should
buy
have.
fuck,
things from the US, like supplements from the US,
of course.
I always buy like so I know I'm going to consume the supplement and it's going to like 1 month it will be done, like like the thing will be done, will be
Right.
over. I think I always buy like maybe like three pots of this, let's say, and I but for me to do this, I do not do blind buys. So I actually try the supplement before and then see if I like it or not, and then I will use it. Otherwise, I will not blind buy. It's like buying fragrances.
Yeah, fragrances. We big on
Yeah,
fragrances
fragrances.
on the Gymbrex podcast.
Yeah, but that's not
That'll
the
be the
topic of
next
today.
topic for another episode.
We have to do
Yeah, we have a
an
pending
episode talking
episode
about
on
fragrances.
fragrances.
Yeah, but yeah, so I'm gonna I'm gonna jump into the topic of why do people use workout supplements, fitness or sports supplements. Um, this is obviously used for a athletic performance. Um, I'm gonna read the definition I have here. Dietary supplements for exercise and athletic performance covers products sometimes called ergogenic aids that claim to improve strength or endurance, increase exercise efficiency, achieve a performance goal more quickly, and increase tolerance for more intense training. That would be like beta alanine and what I use for beta alanine. And I've actually experienced it and it works. It actually works. I was doubting beta alanine. Like I didn't have much faith in it, but at big doses it's actually really good. Like I could like you remember before I used to do benching with 45 pounds, like dumbbells of 45 pounds, like back in November. And when I used this, my benching, like I could do, if I could do like only 12 with 45s, I could do now like 15 without a problem. And I could train with 50s and whatnot. So it's actually very good. And
Sounds very good.
yeah, and
You gotta
you
make me
like
try, bro.
it's different. Yeah, of course. It's different than caffeine because caffeine is like it gets you hyped for the gym.
Yeah,
On this, you're not hyped. Like you will not get that caffeine kick, but you'll actually feel the workout. Like you actually have like
yeah,
you'll be focused. You'll be really focused, and you
yeah.
feel the muscle burning, and it's
Ah, that's
so good.
delicious.
Do you get hey Daniel? Do you get the on G Fuel? You've tried G Fuel, right? So do you get that focus like while you play the game? Do you feel focused?
I mean, what I felt was like I felt more like awakened, like with more energy, and I also felt that my like reflexes were like more on point. But
Yeah,
apart
yeah,
from
that's
that,
the focus factor. That's the focus factor. Uh, in the gym, the reflex factor, like what you're saying, it would be more of like I'm not checking my phone or I'm feeling my muscle. I'm actually enjoying my workout more than just being there and lifting weights. Like it's a like if you go to the gym, you know what I'm talking about. You know what a good workout is and what a bad workout is. And yeah, so
Yeah, like
so
talking about Daniel's gameplay with G Fuel reminds me when balling while playing Minecraft.
balling what?
While playing Minecraft.
Balling while playing Minecraft. Ah, no!
Oh, dude!
Balling. No, we don't talk about that
How can you
here.
compare that?
No, no,
How can you
no. We
compare the
don't. We don't.
balling rush with the capping rush?
We don't talk about that here.
Oh, come on.
Okay, like on my experience. Yeah, yeah, we're talking about stimulants, so yeah, let's talk about
Yeah, let's get it.
boleando. Like here in Bolivia, we have this
The bowling.
coca. Yeah, we have coca, and it. I don't know. I don't really know the science behind it, but like my my dad always like when he goes to the countryside, we have like a farm. He's always with his bolo,
With the
and
ball.
yeah, yeah, and one day I decided to try because like they hype it so much, like all the everyone uses like it in the countryside,
Yeah,
and
all the workers.
they say it takes like it prevents your
No hunger,
yeah,
no
no hunger, no
sleepness.
yeah, you do not get sleepy, and like you enjoy working, and I think it's actually fun. Like not fun, but I find it interesting that you have natural things like a leaf that gets the same effects as something that we produce in like this, and
Right, like it's so hyped right here that there are flavors with this leaf
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Well, those are the
because
I'm
the
actually
leaf
talking about
alone
the
tastes like, how does it taste, Shalon?
it tastes horrible. Like I don't like the flavor, and like the only way I would use it, like use a bolo in the countryside, is the flavored ones. Otherwise, and it's not something I do I always do, but it's something that
Just while playing Minecraft.
it's that was once. That was once.
A good one.
Well, the I think it's something that should be legal. Like here it's legal,
It's
and
completely legal.
it's just
It's
like
just the fact that it's the same leaf
tobacco.
that you
You
use to
know,
do cocaine. So
no,
it,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
it
no, no.
cannot be transported to other
Yeah, you cannot
countries in big
take it
quantities.
outside of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Do you
about
know?
you, Daniel? Have you
I
ever
mean,
balled?
I never like bolear, but it's because I adhere to the rule of a Canva that respects himself doesn't bolear. So I clearly respect myself and I'm a Canva, so I don't bolear. I've never tried it.
Do you know? I but the our Brazilian friends, like the vets that come to the farm to check the cows and do the insemination process. Before they never tried coca, and when they came here, they tried it. And what they used before coca was the tobacco. I don't
Tobacco.
know the tobacco patches. I don't know what's the name.
And that
Oh
gives you a
yeah,
rush,
You put it
or
chewing
here.
tobacco, chewing tobacco.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
chewing
I heard it
tobacco.
before, but that gives you a rush or what?
It's nicotine. Like the same way we sometimes use nicotine to help get through the day. Um, I think they use nicotine like here, and They
Interesting, dude.
said my dad's friend said like he never touched again the tobacco patches once he tried coca, and he always travels
Bowling.
with coca. Yeah, he's always bawling. So, well, I actually find this an interesting topic because
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
very
natural
interesting.
supplement. It's a natural supplement, it's not a.
And there's a bunch right here.
Yeah. And talking about natural supplements, it's also what I talked about the last episode of like tribulus and turkesterone. Those are plant-based supplements. They're not steroids. They're not steroids, but they claim to boost your testosterone, but and whatnot. But it's more. I think it's more placebo. But you see, it's it's actually interesting how you have plant based steroids, steroids, now supplements, and you have our processed and synthetic supplements, and you can get them anywhere. Like you see the coca example was very good.
No, dude.
So now what I wanted to touch into was what can like the side effects and harmful effects of supplements, because that's something many people before buying a supplement will search, and those are common worries, right? And
Right.
I don't know if you, Thomas, have before buyed a supplement.
Yeah, but not a gym supplement. I used to drink those Herbalife
Oh,
supplements.
the
Yeah.
the well, that really does not have any danger. Like,
Yeah.
I think you're better off drinking the the Nestle for kids powder, the baby
Cerelac.
powder, Cerelac. Yes, that one.
Yeah.
Well, harmful effects. I want to get into this. I think it's very interesting. A when you look for the definition in Google, like you shouldn't search for harmful effects of supplements. You should search for harmful effects of XYZ pre-workout. You have to be specific. And well, I'm gonna read this to you guys. Advocates claim that these supplements improve your fitness and give you the energy you need to power through challenging workouts. However, many experts say they are potentially dangerous and wholly unnecessary. Well, this touches into a very, very good point. Supplements are not necessary. I think they're not necessary, but they are really helpful. Okay, so
Right.
many people when taking
Arnold.
when taking when looking for supplements, they think of they think they're going to get big like just by buying and taking this supplement. The thing is, I'm going to show you here a very good image of a pyramid. It's the nutrition and fat loss pyramid, which applies to everything. Look, I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah,
Yes.
we got it.
Okay, so here are the basics of nutrition, like for muscle building, for everything. Like I would like to have the other another pyramid, but I wasn't able to find it. But here you can see for nutrition, your main here, like it starts from most important to least important. So can I draw here? So this one, can you see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you see my
Yes. The
my
arrow.
Right.
annotations? Okay. Okay. So this is the most important, your calorie intake, which is everything, like the- all of the calories for the day. Your macronutrients being the protein, your lipids, and your carbs. Then you can get into breaking them more down. Like these are your monomers, and here you have the micronutrients, which are vitamins, minerals, fibers. So and as we go up, you'll see like everything breaks down. Right, nutrient timing. This is when you work out. When you work out, you if you want to build muscle, you want to get the protein to your muscles, to your receptors as soon as possible, and that's nutrient timing. Like it studies show that if you drink your protein shake after your workout, like 15 minutes
That's
between your
better
workout,
half an hour
it's
after
like
workout.
you're prone to building more muscle than if you take it 2 hours after your workout.
Of course.
So there's that, and it's not only your protein shake, but eating your protein, like getting your like it does not like after your workout you don't have to necessarily drink your protein shake, but you can maybe eat a beef and some rice. It like what you have to understand is supplements just help your nutrition, help your
Yeah.
diet, and
Compliments.
then health supplements. Here you go with the, of course, the well, we're talking about supplements, and as you see here, we went down like one, two, three, four. It's the fourth most important thing, and it's not really important. Like you can get really big, you can get really fit without taking supplements. You do not need supplements for living right, and you can get
Yeah,
actually
it's the
really
same
big
process. And
naturally without taking supplements. You really do not need supplements. They help a lot because like me, I'm on a bulk. I'm trying to gain mass. It's really hard to eat like a 3,500 calories a day, and having this in hand is really helpful. Like it's much easier to get to drink down this than
yeah, if
having
not, you
to
gotta be
eat
eating.
two more meals on my day. It's really helpful, and you have to take care of. Now I'm gonna. What did you want to say, Thomas? Sorry for cutting you off.
No, no, just saying that. If not, you gotta be eating like crazy.
Yeah, and that's the what I was saying about it. It helps a lot, and wait. I wanted to say something about caffeine. Yeah, the dangers of of supplements. It it it, it helps a lot. It helps a lot, but as I said, it's not necessary. And getting to pre-workouts. Pre-workout supplements are designed to provide energy and aid endurance throughout your workout, and they're always like, well, if you have the fast metabolism, you will take it like just before your workout, like we did dry scooping of free workouts like on the gym's bathroom, but they're typically taken like 15 to 30 minutes before a workout and can also be consumed during the exercise. Those are intra workouts, and I think the dangers of supplements really come, like I really relate the supplements being dangerous with pre-workouts, because pre-workouts mess with your heart, like mess with caffeine and everything. So from my experience, when I came back from Brazil after 2 months of being there, I started having like pain on my back and on my lower back, and that's when thought I had an hernia or something. But when I got like an ultrasound, I discovered like I think it was my left kidney was a bit messed up, and that's when I remembered Like, why would my kidney be like that? And after getting my blood work, I found that my carnitine, something like that, was too high, and that was because of my creatine 9, something like that. But that was
That
because of
sounds
my
good.
creatine intake, and I was taking, when I realized what was happening, like, I thought I was just taking 5 grams of creatine a day, which I wasn't. I was taking like about 10 grams of creatine a day, because my pre-workout had creatine. My pre-workout had creatine, and I was taking. Oh no, I was taking. Wait, I was taking like, it was really stupid. I was like taking like 12 grams of creatine a day without even realizing. It
12
was my
grams.
yeah, it was like my pre-workout, which had five. My 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 dose of creatine apart, like I had my pot of creatine, which was 2.5, and my
Yeah,
mass gainer that have 5 grams as well.
you
Five
were
grams is the like
overdosing creatine, dude.
yeah, and that had attacked my kidneys. So that's getting into creatine. That's my personal experience. But creatine, although it's really safe, I'm gonna get into creatine later. I wanted to talk more about pre-workouts, and if you have problems with your heart, even taking like supplements like what Daniel was taking, G Fuel, you have to take care with the caffeine. Caffeine is really dangerous. Like, in my house, my family has really taken care with caffeine, because my my father has a arrhythmia, I think, and something with the heart, and my aunt as well, and my grandfather as well, and it's a legacy. I do not have problems with my heart, thankfully, but I'm scared that in the future I may develop something with the heart, and
But Uncle
so
Gabriel, um, like he got it since he was a kid, or he
yeah,
later.
I think it was since he was a kid, but
Right.
probably when he was a kid he didn't even realize, right? But someone that has in my family, like, more uh, close to home, is my sister. My sister has, um
I didn't
I
know
don't
that.
know what it's called. It's called in Spanish, sopro or something like that, which is like her heart. But when she was premature as well, like I'm premature as well. I
Soplo.
was born
Yeah,
I
premature.
didn't
yes.
know that.
Soplo, that's yeah. So her heart, instead of beating like boom 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 boom, it beats boom 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 boom, and it's a problem with the valve. I don't know. I don't really understand the heart, but it like that's something that, like, my sister should take care, like, in the future, take care with, taking maybe pre-workout. If she gets into the gym, she would have to take a lot of care with pre-workout and caffeine and everything. Like, you have caffeine everywhere, like on a
Everywhere.
simple tea bag of the that thing of manzanilla from the local market, has some point, or like some dose of caffeine. So, getting more into caffeine, like, what are some side effects of caffeine? Um, the first one I have here is, make you feel jittery. So caffeine is one of the primary ingredients in many pre-workout supplements. This stimulant has been shown to increase muscle strength and output during exercise while reducing fatigue, similar to beta-alanine. In theory, caffeine allows you to get more out of a given workout, and you have the other side effect, like, you get that pump and you want to go to the gym.
Right.
Nonetheless, caffeine has several potential side effects, especially if you consume too much. This could include insomnia, nausea, increased heart rate, drowsiness, headaches, anxiety, and jitteriness or restlessness. Now, I've experienced most of those side effects. So, before, when I started taking pre workout, I I thought it was something you took like every day, and I was taking pre-workout every single day before working out. And when I
How
was
much
taking
time?
it in the morning, huh?
How much time did you took your pre-workout every day?
For how much time? Like
Yeah.
maybe a month. I don't know.
Oh,
And then that's when I realized if that
you gotta
that's
be
when I realized
resistant to
pre-workout.
caffeine.
That's when I realized pre-workout wasn't actually doing anything to me anymore, and I had to up my dose for me to feel the caffeine. And that's when I said, okay,
Right.
let's get a like let's have a break from caffeine and try for like staying a week without caffeine. And it's so addicting. Like I couldn't
Yeah.
go to the gym without, like that's when I
How did you
realized
felt
I
when
had to.
going back to the gym without caffeine?
It was horrible. It was horrible. Like I felt so the first time, like
Oh,
before I used to work out in the morning like 5 a.m. and it was horrible. I was so sleepy the first time I
yeah.
came back to the gym without caffeine. And the interesting thing is I did it before, like I went to the gym before at 5 a.m. without caffeine. So why can't I go now without caffeine? So, and before I was going in the morning, right? And when I started going in the afternoon and taking pre-workout in the afternoon, that's when I started feeling insomnia. And I didn't understand why I wasn't able to sleep until I realized and come and like and told my mother like I wasn't being able to sleep, and she was asking about what happened, or are you stressed or whatnot. And that's when you said, are you taking pre-workout? And then I was like, no. No, because
Post.
they hate, like they hate for me, like they don't like for me to say pre-workout. My father, he hates it.
Yeah.
And it that that's when I realized, oh, it's because of the pre-workout I'm not being able to sleep. And when it's so crazy, like you're just looking, I think you have insomnia, right, Thomas?
Yeah.
But
I have insomnia.
I was just what?
I
Like
probably
real.
have insomnia. Like I remember that when I was like little, I used to like every single morning like drink coffee, and like since like really little, like I I have like problems like falling asleep, and like I can be like hours in my bed without sleeping, like just looking at the ceiling without thinking anything. And
And
yeah,
I also think insomnia. I think insomnia can be caused as well for the euphoria. Like let's say playing video games. Like when I used to play with my friends until late at night in, let's say, the PlayStation, you're always laughing and playing, and your mind, you're laying down, but your mind is active. And I think that euphoria that the video game brings to you can stop your sleep, like can mess up your sleeping schedule, and as well as the blue lights that the, let's say, my computer monitor emits, that as well can mess up your sleeping schedule. And
yeah,
when I was taking pre-workout, I was laying down trying to sleep, and when I tried to close my eyes, like they would start like jittering like this, and I couldn't close them.
Really?
And I
yeah.
also
That
got
happened to me
muscle
also.
spasms because of caffeine. Yeah,
That's crazy, dude.
yeah, it's
I've never
horrible.
experienced
And
that.
you
I think
and you
so.
and that's when I said, okay, let's stop taking caffeine for a good while.
The
And
thing that
well,
you said about
nausea, I think.
Wise
the thing that you
decision.
said of the eye actually like happened to me when I actually like bought the G Fuel that has like caffeine in it, and I remember like when I first took it, I like was able to have an all nighter without like issues, like stay awake all night playing video games, and after staying awake all night, I remember that in the day, I like out of nowhere my eye like started like jittering, and I don't know why, but now I know.
Yeah, your eyes are twitching like
Yes, yes,
this.
yes. I remember.
it starts twitching, and these are like things that you don't even notice, like a muscle spasm, or the other day I was having like here, like my brow was twitching, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's things like you don't realize, and you say like, oh, it's just a
Muscle
muscle spasm,
by itself
but
just starts
yeah, and you do not
shaking.
But I
you
thought
don't
I
you
really
don't give
didn't
it
I didn't know that that
attention.
was because of caffeine. I literally thought that I was just having a nervous reaction to like something, I don't know. I didn't know it was because of caffeine.
It- it's the caffeine. And well,
That's an
it's so like caffeine is really dangerous. Like you have to take care with caffeine, and I think, Thomas, the nausea the nausea side effect, I think you have experienced it before with me in the gym. Remember when we slammed two monsters? Like,
yeah,
I was not having a great time. My heart rate was really high. Like, I was at 180 bits per minute, and I wasn't feeling that great. And especially we were hitting legs, and legs always gives me nausea. And imagine with monster on top, it was horrible. And drowsiness, of course. And if you take caffeine, I would recommend always have a big glass of water next to you, because it will dehydrate you. And well, headaches, horrible headaches. Taking caffeine can give you horrible headaches. Anxiety. I've had
uh,
anxiety before because of caffeine. It's it's
that's
horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. And that
for
and that comes back into the what the normal people you see. It may be businessmen, or the average Joe that goes to work a 9 to 5 job, that always is always has his coffee, like, and doesn't know why he has anxiety or depression. That can also be because of caffeine, or its caffeine
that's so
intake.
normal. See everyone with a glass of coffee nowadays, right? Like
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, everyone. And you have like teenagers being addicted to coffee, or drinking pre-workout, or like, it's not. I currently do not have pre-workout. I want to buy a pre-workout, but my take on pre-workout would now be different than what I was like what I did before. Like, I wouldn't actually take pre-workout every day. I would actually like take when I'm really tired, or when I'm really exhausted from school. So that would be a healthy approach for pre-workout. And then, yeah, restlessness, the same thing as insomnia.
Well,
And yeah, what's more, many pre-workout supplements pack high amounts of caffeine, up to 500 milligrams of caffeine per serving. That's a lot. Serving sizes typically range from 0.35 to 1 ounce, 10 to 30 grams. And in comparison, this is a very good example. A cup of coffee, which is about 240 milliliters, has only 95 milligrams of caffeine. And the pre workout I was taking was considered weak. It was 200 or 210 milligrams of caffeine. And after a few days, my tolerance got up so quickly that I wasn't even feeling it. And that's the thing with caffeine. Your tolerance can really get really up high, and you'll have to, and there's people now taking pre-workout with, let's say, Monster Energy. Like,
ooh,
it's too much caffeine for your
dang
system.
energy.
Wait, I remember like
Yeah.
hearing like some months ago that taking the pre-workout things with coffee and like monster that could like give you heart attacks, can't it?
Yeah,
Of course, like if you take a large dose of caffeine, you can get a heart attack.
Yeah,
It's no doubt. It really depends on your body and how your body reacts to caffeine. It's really down to that. Then, how to reduce the side effects? Well, caffeine dosing is individualized. Like what I just said, some people tolerate it better than others, and the best way to reduce the side effects is to start with a small dose of a caffeinated pre-workout supplement and slowly increasing your dosage to see what you can tolerate. It's best to avoid caffeine for at least 6 hours before bed because it prevents
The
the
sleep.
insomnia factor. Yeah, and so you also have the alternative of choosing a pre-workout without the caffeine. So there's that. Then another thing is
You think,
they
Michelon, uh, non-caffeine pre-workout could be as potent as a caffeine workout pre-workout?
what
Do you think a non-caffeine pre-workout could be as potent as a caffeine pre-workout?
I think like you cannot compare them because they're two different things. Caffeine is a very good supplement. It's a very good ingredient for a pre-workout, but I wouldn't compare it to a non-stim pre-workout like a pump because they're two different sidelines. When you have a steam pre-workout, you want something that stimulates you and gets you going. When you have
Yeah,
a pump or when you have a pump pre-workout, you want something that helps with focus and gets your vasodilatation and all of those stuffs like your to have a good workout. So it's two different worlds. I wouldn't say one is better than the other, but combining those is the best thing you can ever try. Like getting the best out of
right.
the two worlds.
That's interesting.
Yes. And the other side effects are like may trigger mild reactions. Two additional ingredients in a pre-workout supplements are beta alanine and niacin, which is or vitamin B3. Beta alanine is an amino acid that reduces acidity in your muscles during exercise, which may help you sustain your workout for slightly longer. That's what I was talking about, reducing fatigueness. And those to add 4 to 6 grams per day. It has been shown to increase exercise performance and reduce fatigue in high intensity exercises lasting 1 to 4 minutes. Yet this ingredient may cause paresthesia, a tingling sensation in your hands and feet. That's so good. Yeah, I love that. It causes the itch factor in the muscle you're working. While it's a harmless nervous system reaction. Some people may find it uncomfortable. My friend, I made her try pre-workout for the first time, and she was like, she was not having it. The itch thing, she hated it. And another
Really,
ingredient, yeah, I
we
love
love the
it.
eating in the
Another
gym.
ingredient in with mild downsides. Another ingredient with mild downsides is niacin, which is included in pre-workout supplements for its skin flushing effects, the redness thing. In high doses of 500 milligrams or more, it can trigger a blood rush to the surface of your skin, resulting in red patches. While niacin also plays an important role in energy metabolism, supplemented with it likely doesn't offer additional benefits if you consume a well balanced diet. I think niacin is very good. I take niacin, and it's a very good supplement. My mass gainer has niacin, and it's just like things I wouldn't get in my normal diet, like enough. So the side effects like wouldn't like let's say the most effective method to reduce the tingling associated to beta-alanine is to divide the daily dose into two and meanwhile, and the dose of niacin, you can just stay out of, just don't consume niacin if you don't want the red patches of niacin. I do not have the red patches, so it's just a reaction like your body may have, while mine doesn't. And well, the other side effect is like caffeine messes up your digestive system. Like I
Yeah.
don't, it is shown to like, look, I'm gonna read it to you. Several ingredients in pre-workout formulas may cause a digestive upset. This includes sodium bicarbonate, magnesium, creatine, and caffeine. Sodium bicarbonate may cause problems when consumed at 91 to 227 milligrams per pound of body weight. In other words, like in kilograms, those are the imperial system. 200 to 500 milligrams per kilogram. However, most pre-workout supplements do not contain as much. Magnesium, on the other hand, may have laxative effects, especially in the form of magnesium citrate. Thus, taking too much of this may cause diarrhea. That's where the memes come from. The oh, I took pre-workout, I went to the bathroom or something like that. Interestingly, using too little water when mixing pre-workout supplements may likewise upset your digestion. Too concentrated a liquid could lead to diarrhea. So use the appropriate dose, like read the instructions in your on the label for you to not have the side effects. Okay, in another note, I wanted to talk a little bit about creatine. Creatine is a molecule that is produced naturally in your body. However, when you consume creatine as a dietary, it can increase your muscle. It can increase muscle creatine content by up to 40% above the normal levels. This affects your muscle cells and exercise performing, promoting muscle gain. It is the most researched supplement in the world, and well, its advantages is it provides maximum energy by boosting adenosine triphosphate in your body and in building lean body mass. Creatine boosts energy levels and strength. That's something I've experienced. Using creatine can help prevent muscle loss. It improves mental focus and overall brain health. In addition to this, it enhances effective performance during intensity, short duration exercises, and it helps elevating your resting testosterone levels in men. So I think creatine is so good, the best supplement ever with after protein. And if you are looking into creatine, get it because you are not getting it enough from the red meat you're consuming. Especially if you're vegan, get your creatine supplement now. And the
Are there any
disadvantages.
vegan Gymbrex podcast listeners?
Hopefully not.
So the disadvantages of creatine, it can cause stomach pain, nausea, diarrhea, muscle cramping, and temporarily weight gain due to muscle retaining water. So yeah, the most common one I think is the retaining water part. But the other ones I haven't felt them. I know people that have. I have a friend that actually had diarrhea while taking creatine, and in that case, what I would recommend is changing the type of creatine you're taking. If you're taking monohydrate, maybe try micronized creatine. That's the most. That's what the advice I would give people if they're having like certain side effects of creatine. Just switch it up a little bit or try taking it for a bit longer and maybe your body gets used to it. So let's talk about protein. We love protein. I know you love protein. I know I love protein.
We love
People
protein.
listening, people listening to our podcast love protein. So what is protein? Protein isolate. Let's start with protein isolate. The most common one you'll find every like the most common supplement you'll find everywhere is protein isolate. Whey protein is processed. Whey is processed to reduce its fat and lactose content, leaving in mainly protein. Whey protein isolate may be better for people who have trouble digesting lactose intolerance, but it's not for people with milk allergies. So if you have milk allergies, don't take it. And protein is protein isolate can be taken by anyone. If you're trying to lose weight, I would recommend taking protein. Then you have two types of protein: whey protein versus casein protein. The which is the best one? Like it's just it comes down to your preference. The most marketed one is whey protein, but casein as well is very good. The thing is, casein is long term digest. Like it takes a little bit longer to digest, while whey is more. It has this peak and then it drops. Casein is more like um, it takes longer to digest and it's more consistent. So if you want to be longer for more time, like be full for longer because you don't want to have cravings, I would actually take I will actually choose casein over whey. And in my case, I want to gain muscle. I cannot be full for so much time because I have to constantly be eating. I will take whey because it takes a shorter amount of time to be digested. And talking about gaining weight, I wanted to get into mass gainers. And what is a mass gainer? Simple enough. The name says it. Mass gainer is a dietary supplement that contains carbohydrates, protein, and fat designed to increase the body's muscle mass. It is a high calorie protein powder that can increase your daily calorie intake and promote a healthy weight gain. So the difference between this and a normal protein isolate is that this will have so much more calories and carbohydrates than a normal protein isolate. A normal protein isolate has like 100 calories per serving. My the dose I take of my weight gainer has like 1,300 and something. So it's much more. It helps a lot with my calorie intake. And then uh, coming back to supplements in general, what are the pros and cons of taking supplements? Like taking more than you need costs more because it's expensive. Like let's be honest, supplements are expensive, uh, and it might also raise your risk of side effects taking more than what you actually need. For example, too much vitamin A can cause headaches and liver damage, reduce bone strength, and cause birth defects. Excess on iron causes nausea and vomiting and may damage the liver and other organs. The same example with creatine. Um, I was taking an excessive dose. I was wasting money because the excess of creatine I was taking, wasn't really doing anything. It was just getting filtered out through my kidneys, and it was damaging my kidneys because my kidneys weren't having a rest. And yeah, so always make sure to get the dose of your supplement needed, and as well choose the right supplement for you. I wanted to talk a little bit about BCAs and EAAs, which are amino acids. Really brief. I'm not going to spend so much time talking about this. I think they're a waste of money. If you have the money to spend on it, go for it. It's really comes down if to preference, but you will get the same amino acids eating your beef or getting your protein shake. Instead, save your money for your next protein powder bucket, or your creatine, or just save your money because the what people always think when it comes to supplements is that they have to spend their money on something new. But when it comes to like your body just needs the basics. And if you want to build muscle, the same thing. Like just your macronutrients, your sleeping, and your training. If you have those three on point, you'll get big. Like it's biologically impossible for you to not get bigger if you're doing all of the things right. And that was just a rant I wanted to talk about, like on BCAAs and amino acids. And I want to talk a little bit about banned supplements. So banned supplements. Uh, you've probably heard about Jack 3D. It was this pre-workout that had DMAA in their formula, and it was banned because it's dangerous. And another I wanted to talk about the ingredients that are banned now from commercial selling, like from commercial fitness supplements. You may know Meridia. Sibutramine was approved in 1997, but was voluntarily withdrawn in November 2010 due to increased risk of cardiovascular events, including myocardial infarction and stroke. Sibutramine is a serotonin norepinephrine reuptake inhibitor structurally related to amphetamine. So i- the dangers that you have in some ingredients of supplements are incredible. And I wanted to talk a little bit about DMAA. Also, this is also known as geranium oil extract. DMAA is a potent vasopressor in a class known as Phe this name is complicated. Phenylethylamines, as reports cardiac arrests, cerebral hemorrhages, and other adverse events started to appear. DMAA was banned in 2012. It was determined it was a new dietary ingredient and was not found in geraniums. So this is getting to the history of banned ingredients, and I'm just going to read a list that I have of banned ingredients. I have like 10 of them: Ageline, NADethyl, NADEP, 1.3 dimethyl butylamine, DMBA, AMP, AMP citrate, methyl oxalophrin, p hydroxyphenidine octopamine, and hyginamine. So these names are so complicated. And why? Like I was looking the other day into buying a pre-workout, and it was the psychotic, and it does not tell you how much caffeine it has, and it tells you the ingredients it has and the proprietary blends. And this is dangerous because like you don't know. Also, the doses like on these types of supplements, they do not tell you what the amount of things they're putting in there, and the the things they're putting in there. So there are ingredients that are not announced. So that's why you have to take care before buying from a new brand or an upcoming brand. Maybe it's like hiding ingredients or underdosing ingredients, so you would be paying for something so expensive that doesn't even comply with the dosing, with the adequate dosing. And putting banned ingredients or too much of a normal ingredient. Now, I wanted to, like, finishing off the topic of supplements, I wanted to talk about the best brands, in my opinion. Like most of them I've tried, and I don't like to give my opinion on. I don't like to hate on brands, and especially brands I haven't tried. So I'm just going to talk about the ones I find the best. And
No sponsors
top
here.
top. Well,
If you want to mention brands, they need to pay us.
Only experience.
yeah, yeah. They should pay us
They
for
should
promoting
promote
this,
us. Come on.
but my top three brands are Optimum Nutrition, Muscle Tech, and a how do you say it? A Damates. Those are the three most. They're my top three because they're the ones that I've have the more experience with, so I tried them the most. And wait a second. And then the other ones are that I've selected are Rise, Raw Gear, Muscle Meds, Athletica Nutrition, and a Blue Series X Rush pre workout. That was my first good pre workout. That was my introduction to pre workouts.
So now
And
you know, brands.
all,
We're
all,
open to receive your money.
yeah, of course. Those are the brands that I've tried. The most experienced ones are Muscle Tech, Optimum Nutrition, and Dimatase. But my favorite of all is Muscle Tech. Muscle Tech, I think, it's the one of the best brands out there. And although it's a bit expensive, I think if you have the money and you're willing to spend your money on something that will work, get it because Muscle
Worth it.
Tech won't fail. So another thing I wanted to end up on a good note and teaching you guys something is how to properly use your supplements. As I said, um, this is a 101 for any type of supplement. Read the instructions, please. For the love of God, read the instructions. Like, pay attention to the small letters. Like, don't just get it. Like, read the instructions. Read them. See the dosing. Like, check out when to take it. Like, what everything is going to be on the label. And when it comes to protein shakes, do not replace your your meal, like your your let's say your lunch with a protein shake, because it hasn't been made to replace your food. It has been made to help
Complement
and exact, that's the word,
your alimentation.
complement your diet. It's been made to complement your diet, not replace your diet. So you cannot live based off protein shakes. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. And they're secondary. As I said, supplements are not the main thing. Supplements are not the main thing. Be careful, pay attention to your liver and kidneys, and as well nutrient timing. Make sure to get your protein in at the correct timing. And supplement, you do not need supplements to get big. Like, and on a good note, I think you should really, how do you say it, like, chill down. Like, as a teenager or a young, like a newbie getting into the gym, you get so excited and want everything, like want to discover this whole world. Like, just chill down. You're doing the things right. If you're eating correctly, if you're sleeping correctly and training correctly, you'll get big. So just chill for a bit, and always have medical and professional aid backing up your training and everything you're doing. And if you have a doctor of trust, ask him before taking before buying a supplement. Ask him if you can take it, or ask
Your
your personal
nutritionist.
trainer. Yeah, yeah, there's so much people that can help you, and you're not alone. There's on the internet. You can go on Reddit
You got the
and
Gymbrex
ask.
podcast.
So yeah, you have us. You have us. So you you can don't do things on an impulsive decision. Research, evaluate, and then also because of your money. Like, you don't want to be wasting your money. So yeah, that's my advice for you guys that are starting. And yeah, um anything you want to add, guys?
So
Um,
I shouldn't like drink G Fuel at 4 a.m. to like not sleep like for a week. That's what I shouldn't
No,
do.
no, no, no. Don't drink G Fuel. Like, don't take caffeine after 6. Like, no, let after 5. No, after 6 p.m. Don't take caffeine. Do not take caffeine. Okay, like just have that in mind. That's a base rule, like an unwritten rule. So,
yeah,
well, if you don't have anything more to tell
so
us, to
we
tell me,
this got longer than we expected, boys.
yeah. So today we talked about supplements, what they are, how do they affect you, their benefits, disadvantages, different
Stimulants.
types of supplements, price ranges, and all of these things. And I think supplements can help. They shouldn't replace your. They shouldn't be an essential, but they can help a lot. And yeah, so I think you should guys come back the next episode to listen to us about talking about
Okay, so
the
you did the
dark.
intro. Now I'll do the outro. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
sure,
very good
sure.
at outros.
No, no,
Okay,
no.
okay.
And buy
Hey,
your future merch. Go to gymbrex.com.
Yeah,
Shop
you
gymbrex.com.
bro.
link in the description.
Fullsend.com.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so the outro. So that's been everything for today.
There was an amazing collab. This was an
Yeah, yeah.
amazing
Yeah.
collab, I think.
We better see you next time because if not, this will happen to you. And that's been all from us. I've been Drive, he's been Juan, and he's been Tomas. And then we'll see you next time. Bye.